Hey there, Paul from Sunward Hobbies here. My dad back in the day told me to invest in gold. I misunderstood his comment because I invested in the Legio Custodes. Not necessarily this box, but just the faction as a whole. I am a Custodes guy. So the topic of today's video is it worth getting into the new sculpts for Custodes right now? The answer is yes. Is it worth getting into in a couple months when 11th edition launches? Asterisk, there's an asterisk there, a massive one. So before we get started and discussing all that, everything in today's video shown product-wise will be available in the description down below, sunwardhobbies.ca, a real-time website. Also, not just this box, though this box should be unavailable now, but every single item in this box is available in their individual kits. So have fun, go at it. Oh no, my sprues are used and the half are missing. Whatever will I do? Oh, yeah, I already built them. So what we're gonna be doing is running down the 5 types of miniatures found in this box. I'm gonna be showing them off. And then we'll be discussing which ones are still missing from the resin to plastic conversion. Yes, because most of these models have been stuck in Forge World resin hell. It was terrible. Until now. Et voila, this is the back of the box showing off the 15 miniatures total included in the box, 1,000 in-game points total, which is wildly efficient. This is for 40K in 10th edition, by the way. Many boxes fall short of the 1,000 mark, despite paying the original price. Anyway, we have the first 2 types here. We have the Custodian Guard Sodality right here, wielding his Guardian Spear. And then on the right side, we have the Sentinel Guard Sodality. They're both basically the same mini, built with the same body. The only difference is Sentinel Guards have a sword and shield, whereas the Custodian Guard have a Guardian Spear instead. All of them have a cape, and it's really, really cool. Definitely a better sculpt than the 40K versions of them. Up next, we have the Caladius Annihilator Grav Tank, which I've already primed and painted in gold here. And it is gorgeous. This is a hefty tank, larger than a lot of your 1/35th scale tanks, and it is a hovercraft. So there is an included invisible sort of platform base thing, and then you can attach that onto the normal base. So it's really, really cool. Let me just show it off a little further, the details of it. It's about 10 inches long, and the turret does move 360. And this is where the hole is for this base attachment. So it looks like it's floating in midair. And then you glue that onto the base, which is quite big, and it looks like it's floating in certain angles. And here's the model for the shield captain. Now I am painting him in segments, meaning I'm not attaching the shield just yet, because it is much easier to paint it just like this. And I want to take my time with the captain. Why didn't I do that with the Sentinel and Custodian Guard? I attached the cape immediately. Well, because, you know, these are the grunts, so I care less about them. Like the second child. And finally, we have the Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought, the golden walking coffin itself. Beautiful kit, and it is showing the 2 ways you can build it, either as the Galatus with the sword and shield, or the Achilles with the spear. Here is the Achilles all built, and I do prefer the shield look because it's just cooler. And here he is pointing with his wrist Annihilator cannon, which is good. It's so beautiful. Can you believe this thing was stuck in resin hell for like 10 years before they did this? Oh, such a waste. Granted, it's here now, so let's enjoy the moment. And that's it, at least for this box. The 5 types of miniatures found in this box. And can you believe it? These 5 types are roughly about 70% of all miniature types in the Custodes range as a whole, both 30K and 40K. Yeah, they're elite. They don't really need a lot of help They just need some sort of gear variations for certain jobs and vehicles, obviously. There are only 3 more items to talk about for today's video, then we can discuss the stuff. But first we have the Coronus Grav-carrier. So this is an individually released kit, not part of the main release box. It is a fatter transport version of the Caladius Grav tank based on the chute there. That is where the troops would go in the game itself, and you transport them from point A to point B under heavy protection. Very good kit. Very beautiful too, despite it being fatter. Up next is item number 31-162, or the Venatari, the jetpack guys. Yeah, they're sold out, but not to sweat, you know, they're regular stock. They'll be back soon. All good. And they're sold out because they're the coolest. They have jetpacks, dude. Who doesn't want to fly? Plus, their jetpacks have golden wings. We have the Telemon Dreadnought, finally. Now, this is special because this thing has not made the jump from resin to plastic. It is stuck in resin hell at the moment. Not to worry though, actually worry, because Games Workshop has not announced a remaster. That sucks, because it's my favorite Games Workshop model of all time. And you can tell by the, details here, it is absolutely gorgeous. I have actually a kit of it at home, but it's in resin. It's 7 inches tall and it's like 5 inches wide. It is big, guys. That's why I haven't touched it. I'm waiting for a plastic. I'm too lazy. So yes, this box, long story short, is worth it. 15 miniatures, 1,000 points, basically, literally, for 40K. It's like they custom made it to be an army builder. 100% worth it, especially the individual releases for all of them. There's no FOMO miniature either, basically exclusive to the box and only exclusive to the box. So that's incredible. But looking forward in a couple months in June, is this whole thing, including the individual releases, worth getting into? Yes, right now, yes. 10th edition, again, custom, 1,000 points? That's insane. It's like they custom made it for 40K specifically to be exactly 1,000 points. Nuts. But is it worth it in a couple months or month and a half when June comes around and 11th edition releases? We don't know. Games Workshop has not said anything definitive about this kit's future, or just the Custodes Horus Heresy range to 40K. Paul, that's not true. I know you're lying, is what you're thinking. Because I saw this comment on Instagram where they said, yes, these models will be supported in 40K in 11th. But do you trust that? I don't. You know why I don't trust it? Because they said the exact same thing with the Horus Heresy Kratos Heavy Assault Tank couple years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. And look at it now. I think it's not even in Legends anymore for 40K. Meaning if you bought that specifically for 40K, you're SOL. You can't play with the kit. So yeah, I ain't trusting a statement unless I see it with my own eyes on Games Workshop's Warhammer community page, which is their official news site. If it's not there, which I checked, it's not there, then it's hard to trust any information from a random social media intern, right? Just to finish off the video, I'm gonna show off some of the transfer sheets here. And yeah, the kit itself, again, 10 out of 10. The kits, mind you, including the individual releases, are all 10 out of 10. 1-to-1 from their resin release. And it's ridiculous, the fact that these says 2 vehicle transfer sheets. That's crazy. So yeah, anyway, this is nuts. It's just the future is potentially rough because these kits are highly detailed, but hilariously expensive. It's Games Workshop, it's Warhammer, it's to be expected. So wait a couple of months, maybe, till we get some sort of definitive information from them once 11th launches mid-June. Maybe they'll come out with a Warcom article. Because at the moment, using money, a couple $100 worth on miniatures that may not be relevant in a month and a half is not a good use of one's money. They do look pretty though. They knocked the sculpt right out of the park. So if you paint and you don't care about the game, 100% use them. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Am I fear-mongering? Or am I right to be paranoid? There's a lot of money involved, so that's why I'm paranoid. That being said, we'll find out in a month and a half, potentially, maybe. So yeah. That's it for me today. Links in the description down below, not just for our real-time website, but also for our social media pages. So if you like what you saw here, yeah, give us a follow on any one of them. Pick your poison. We're there. We're active. Also, we hit 15K subs recently, so that's exciting. We're trying to hit 20K before end of year. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.